Welcome to another marketing session from the RYA. My name's Sam Usher, Regional Development Officer for the North East. If you caught up with us last week, you'll have heard myself and Lindsay, CEO for Social Bee, a digital marketing agency, have a catch up around social media marketing and what's great for clubs to be doing at the moment. We all know we've got this additional time, so now is a great opportunity for us to be reviewing our online marketing and taking a look at social media and checking we're getting that core engagement that we need to drive participants to our clubs and centres. Today we're going to be having a look at Facebook fundamentals, what to post and how to create quality engagement. So grab yourselves a drink, sit back, tune in for 15 minutes or so and we'll have a catch up at the end.
Today we'll be looking at the different ways to boost engagement on Facebook. Now some of you again may already know who we are, but just a recap for those of you who haven't come across us before, we are Social Bee, we are digital marketing experts for businesses around the world, and here are just a few of our accreditations and partners, along with some of our previous sports sector clients below. So in this webinar, we will be looking at the fundamentals of Facebook and how we can use different content to engage with both new potential members and existing members, alongside top tips to create shareable and likable content, whether that's just using text, video, photos, or further features within Facebook. Let's begin to look at how Facebook can work for you and your club. From this year's stats from We Are Social, Facebook is still the most popular social media channel with 1.5 billion users worldwide and 31 million in the UK. This means that 60% of the UK population have a Facebook account, and the most popular age range for that is 25 to 34, but it is a great platform to speak to a mass market of ages and locations. While Facebook's viral channels, which means the newsfeed, messages, etc., while they play a central role in the spread of content through Facebook, employing important SEO tactics within your Facebook page can help your page reach more and more Facebook fans. Now, we did approach the subject of SEO, which is search engine optimization, in our first webinar, Being Found Online. So do go back to this video if you do need a quick refresh on SEO tactics. So Facebook offers the ability to choose a vanity URL, and Facebook calls that a username for your Facebook page. And this is one of the most important SEO opportunities on Facebook to date. So when you choose your Facebook username on your page's URL becomes www.facebook.com and then whatever name. So for instance, Marconi Sailing Club here, and you can see the example there. After this is set, however, you may only change this once. So make sure if you do change that again, then it's definitely the one you want to stick with. And similar to how we looked at Google My Business features in our Being Found Online webinar, Facebook really want you to fill out as much information in your About section as possible. So make sure you're using this session for good keywords practice, as this will also help you with search results as well. So I'm just going to run you through how to create your Facebook page. So this option is found up in the top right hand corner under Create a Page, and you'll get this block of company, organizations, brand, products. Just choose which one you want. So you'll want local. And then from the drop down, just choose which industry you'll be in, which I would think would be recreational fitness for you guys, or hobbies. And you could also use performance and sports sector as well. Then just pop your business name in. So again, we'll use the Social Bee Sailing Club example here. So your street address, city, and phone number as well. And once that's all filled in, just hit Get Started. So then you'll see this page setting up the Social Bee Sailing Club. So basically just work through the options here. So again, pop the industry that you're working in, and you can use a few more of these examples here as well. And once you're happy with that, just start filling out the information below. And then fill out your website and your unique URL like we talked about in the slides previously. And when you're ready, just hit yes or no on these questions here. And then save info when you are ready. So then it's time to upload your profile picture. This is fairly standard stuff. You can import it from the website or upload a picture of your logo straight from your computer. And it's best to have your logo here so people can easily identify you quickly. And then you can also add your business page to your favorites page. So on your personal profile, this will come up on the left-hand column where you can see your messages and events. It'll just make it easier for you to get to the page from your own profile. And then in preferred page audience, just choose who you're going to be targeting. So if we're looking at Norwich, then you want to be targeting the Norfolk area, and you can set your radius there as well up to 85 kilometers. And then you can also choose if you're targeting a specific gender, and then start putting in people's interests. So this will take the information that people put onto Facebook on a daily basis on their personal profiles, and you can start targeting them organically via filling in these interest blocks. And then here is your completed page. Obviously this needs a bit of work. So once you've got your profile picture in, you want to start adding your cover image, which can be a nice bright image like we spoke about before. And we'll look at some more examples of how you can utilize your content image as well. And then you can choose which button you'd want if you want a button on your website. So this is just more of a call to action for your audience to interact with your page. And that can be a contact us form, sign up, anything that sort of relates to any functions you have on the website. So if it's booking for a class, you can do that as well. So you could book easily via the Facebook page. And then you can set your own custom username as well. So let's look towards some homework for after this webinar. Take a look at your Facebook page as it is now, or after you finish setting it up. Is all the information filled out as much as possible? And have you placed your keywords evenly throughout the info? Give this a good look over, make a few checkboxes, and just check to see if everything is correctly filled out. So when posting to Facebook pages, we want to make sure that the content is relatable and exciting to entice your audience to share, comment, and react. But what sort of content can you post? So what gets the most engagement on Facebook? So you can upload activity images and videos, share articles, blog posts, your expertise, start discussions and ask questions, offer Q&A sessions, share positive feedback, and create call to actions. Ask people what you want them to do on your website. So real success on Facebook also happens when you mirror real life situations. Think about how people relate to stories online. Sharing things that will make people feel good. And this could just be a simple post on how proud you are of a member for winning a competition, for example, with their picture. This will make people emote and want to interact with your content more. And communication is always a two-way process. If someone posts to your page or posts a comment on a post, then reply. Converse with them and make them feel valued. Get involved in the conversation. People love to talk about themselves, so craft your posts and questions around your members to get them talking. Ask for your members' feedback, suggestions, and solutions to challenges. You can learn a lot about your members when you take the time to listen. With every post, image, or video you upload, think, what is the reason for this post? Is it to get people to sign up to an event, enter a race, pop along for a free sailing day? Are you posting it at the right time, not just when you are free to post it? Make sure you're scheduling things, and always try and post an image or video with any update. So always make sure that your content educates, entertains, and empowers your fans to keep them engaged and coming back for more. The key to a successful plan is to consistently create new content and mix up your media often. Some fans might respond better to video than text, while others might be drawn to the images in your posts. To make sure you're attracting the attention of your diverse group of fans, post your content in a variety of ways. The RYA example here is a perfect post. Why? It's got a great image, tagged other relevant pages and businesses, and it's telling people to do something, but also asking. So on Facebook, you can upload video content and also do Facebook Live video, which shows live but will also stay on your page afterwards. Make sure you upload the video content to Facebook, as it will automatically play and get more engagement. You can upload it to YouTube too if you wish. Some of the RNLIs around the country are all run by volunteers. They create great content, bringing what they are up to life. Now, Q&As are a great way for new potential members to contact you with multiple questions and get an answer from an honest expert. You don't need a fancy setup, just your phone and the Facebook app will do. And Facebook will notify your page fans when you are live. prompting them to ask questions and share your content to get the conversation going. Just make sure you prep a week or so before to build some hype before the Q&A, and make sure you post about that as well so people are aware that you're going to be doing it at a certain time. With blogs, share the link to the post and ask a discussion-based question to encourage a conversation in the comments below relating to the article. So getting people interested in your events and sailing days can be a bit tricky. Events via Facebook make it very transparent how people are interested in attending your event. If this is very low, some people can be put off from attending. Try creating an image yourself which can become your cover photo on your Facebook event. And then in the description, link the details to your website and how you can book. And make sure it is clearly marked on your website, or if it's best to just include your email address to handle bookings directly. Remember to change the cover photo once the event has passed, as this makes your Facebook look out of date straight away. So there are many different ideas to posting on Facebook, so take a look at some of these suggestions and think of how your club could create content around them. What sort of survey or poll would you run? And do you have member testimonials you can share? These are all ideas for great content that's easy to put out there. So on Facebook, it's best to do something regularly, but less is always more, and it's always a case of quality over quantity. So the Facebook newsfeed has a clever system to deliver content to people. So to start with, only post 2 to 3 times a week to start with, just to make sure your engagement is pure from the followers that you have, so the clever system doesn't weed you out amongst the crowds. So the way Facebook's clever system works is it basically equates to becoming friends with 2 people, but only engaging with 1. That other friend is likely not going to sing your praises if they don't feel valued. So, think about why your target audiences would want to listen to you. Who are you competing against? Why would they pick sailing over another sport or hobby? Develop messages that appeal to them but are different from your competitors and engaging. Think about creative ways to convey these messages, and think about a social media vision. And repeat what works and review what doesn't. So using the content calendar example that we saw in the previous slide, start creating your own weekly calendar with content to begin at the start of next month. Now let's take a look at the common mistakes and pitfalls that some pages can make. And this doesn't just go for small businesses and clubs. We have seen huge global businesses guilty of these actions too. So first things first, engagement baiting. As you can see in the example above, you've got favorite animal, asking people to like, share, comment, or ignore. This kind of behavior borders on spam and actually does very little for real engagement, as most of your audiences will completely see through it. Facebook have adjusted their clever system to also curb this kind of behavior. Buying followers. Acquiring followers in the triple and quadruple digits with little to no work on your end is tempting, but it's a completely empty number. The people who they get to like your page don't care about what you're saying or what you're doing. The quality of your audience diminishes, as does the real impact of your social media posts. And 9 out of 10 pages are scams. Deleting negative comments. So it does seem counterintuitive to let complaints and negative comments be seen, but doing this often leads to the user and likely the followers of their original comment to get even angrier. Negative comments actually represent a great opportunity to make a customer happy in a very public place, and you can address a problem within your business that you may not even know about. By responding, you can even potentially turn the conversation around to your favor. And finally, don't just promote yourself. Avoid using social networks only to advertise your own products and own services. It's a practice that can quickly dull engagement and customer trust. Social is a channel for engagement. Remember earlier we talked about stories. People love to see real life things happening. So that means engaging with sharing content, interacting with followers, and simply helping your business or brand stay at the front of the consumer's mind. So how do we go about measuring our performance efforts on Facebook? It's important to measure everything when it comes to your online activity, otherwise you will never know if your efforts are paying off. Set a time to measure your progress against your competitors and your objectives and assess your strategy. So using Facebook Analytics, you want to look at the social traffic to your website, the channel growth, the audience demographics, so who your audience are and where they're coming from, and who you are engaging with. So in the Insights tab at the top of your Facebook business page, You'll see this view when you are in the admin mode. You'll be able to look at each of these tabs to get an idea of how your channel is performing. Monitor this weekly and measure solidly month on month to start your comparison. And you can see you can measure via the overview or go into each of the tabs from likes, reach, page views to video performance, people, and your local performance as well. So this tab will show you where your page likes are coming from and how they are growing. In the local business shot to the right, this page will tell you the activity your page had from people who are near your business location. So if you're based in Kent, this will only show how you're doing locally in this area, which is great for local clubs to really look at how they're performing locally on Facebook. And the People tab will give you an insight into the main countries and cities your audiences are visiting from, alongside their native language. It will also give you an idea of the age and gender demographics, so you know which age and gender your page is appealing to most. And then reporting this, you can then go and tweak your content to really appeal to each one of those. Facebook knows this information from the simple info you give on your personal page. The network knows a lot about its audiences and will use those bits of key info to help you improve your page. Utilize this information as much as you can. As we spoke about a few slides before, make sure you are measuring on a regular basis. After this webinar, create an Excel sheet to start measuring your Facebook insights both weekly and monthly. So what do you need to go forward and action before the next webinar? So make sure your Facebook page is correctly set up with as much information filled out as possible. Create and complete a content calendar for the start of next month to start your Facebook content creation. And create an Excel sheet to start measuring your Facebook insights straight away, both weekly and monthly.
Hi there guys, welcome back. Let's have a quick recap on what they discussed. Plan your content calendar. We've got a great opportunity now to take some time to map out what you're going to post and when. Remember, less is more and focus on quality posts. Use different styles of content to create various forms of engagement across your community. Post questions. Questions are a great way of developing engagement with a post on social media. And remember to use the Facebook Insights. These are a great way of measuring which of your posts are getting the best engagement and therefore working out what to post in the future. So that's a little roundup of what we've just looked at for Facebook fundamentals, how to set up your page and what to post. Talking of what to post, next week we're going to have some top tips on using your mobile phone to capture video and photos to use on social media. So tune in next Monday and we'll have a look at that content.